They were hanging tar babies on the flagpole. The police had to take us to classes. I persevered and used the legacy of the guys that I looked up to in the Rucker.
Rucker 50 is a movement.
Rucker 50 is historic.
Rucker 50 means good athletes.
It wasn't as public and publicized as what was going on with Dr. King in Alabama, but what it did was revolutionize how young people looked at themselves as having their own voice and their own space.
Rucker 50 is like basketball royalty too. When you look at the guys that have played there.
Willis Reed, Howard Colmires, Nate Bowman, Dave Stallworth, more than half of the Knicks roster.
They couldn't afford to go to the Garden, but they saw the best talent in the country, right there in the playgrounds of Harlem.
Guys coming from Connecticut, guys coming from Jersey, guys coming from Philly, all to play in this Harlem Rucker tournament. You know, it was real basketball, serious basketball.
Growing up in Harlem, we did not purely understand what segregation was.
I wouldn't even try to compare it with college ball because the games down here are a great deal more physical.
And there was no discrimination. They didn't care if you were white, black, blue, girl, boy, young, old. If you had street cred and you proved it, you were in.
The impact it had on the NBA just shaped the NBA on how the game was and is played.
It was just packed, you know what I mean? And everybody was going to be out there watching the best. So, you know, you wanted to compete and go against the best.
He used his platform. He planted himself. He bore seeds. He bore fruit. And he seeded a whole new generation from his fruit.
So there was a whole vibe that I started getting from the East Coast, you know, and that's when hip hop started to really evolve, you know.
That's all part of the charm here at the Rucker tournament in Harlem.
Here you are, young African-American people, not just boys, but girls too.
It was motivation 101 at the highest level.
Long before there was Twitter and Facebook and Instagram.
When you talk about Rucker Park being at 50, it's a destination and it's a New York landmark, and that's what it's about.
Reach down into the inner chambers of your own soul.
A half a century of complete legacy.